Hello, how are you? This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hey Virgos and cross watchers, if you're here as a cross watcher, that's fine. This is not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. But it is a general reading, so keep in mind it's not going to resonate for everyone. Always best to just take what does speak to you and leave the rest. As I said, I'm welcoming cross watchers. Sometimes the message comes through direct to you, but in any case, regardless of who you are here, just know that you may need to flip the energies around. That's fine. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading or my style or anything that is said here, that you'll consider joining us by subscribing. That would be great. And for those who are returning, you know I love you. For those who celebrated the Thanksgiving holiday, happy Thanksgiving. I am so grateful for all of you. Yeah, and now we're in the wind up to the holidays in December and the new year. Lots to be excited about and also exhausted about. Oh my God. Too soon? Okay. Here we go. I'm pulling from, by the way, the Cosmic Journey Oracle. It's a cute little deck. Here it is, card 27. There are no wrong turns, Virgo. There are no wrong turns. Perfect message, right? You know, if you got to shift, and we've all been doing a lot of shifting lately. Jupiter just stationed direct, has been retrograde for what feels like forever in Pisces, and now is direct and in Pisces, moving forward into Aries. So some, efforts around manifestation and things sort of flowing in our favor is about to kind of get easier. So if you need to make a quick pivot, no wrong turn. And this card came out for someone else. I can't remember what the sign was. Card 37. Could have been Leo. It said, no, it wasn't Leo. It was maybe Cancer. Card 37, and 3 and 7 is 10. So there's completion there, right? You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? And, I made mention of there is the World card, and it feels like sometimes the World card is a card of awakening, and it is a card of closing out one old cycle and beginning a new cycle, and there's freedom and liberation. So there's this interesting message here, no wrong turns, and maybe you're waking up to something new for yourself. Kind of pulling off the cobwebs, and after coming through Scorpio season, we sort of reemerge in Sag season with all this kind of uplifted energy, and it can take us by surprise, right? Can kind of throw us off, like, oh, have I been sleeping? No, we've been in the depths of our emotions. We've been in the depths of our shadow. We've been moving through eclipse season. Oh, please. That was, I don't know about you, it was a heavy one for me. It isn't always, but that one was. It was, between Scorpio and Taurus, it's just a lot. And now we come out on the other side and we're like, hey, here I am, let's go. No wrong turns. You're waking up. The World card is giving you permission to change direction. Knight of Pentacles, perfect for Virgo. So the present energy here is about moving forward with purpose and intention. Could be somebody coming towards you with an offer. Could be you moving out into the world a little bit more cautiously, perhaps. Let's see, the challenge position is the Knight of Wands. Yes, okay. Oh my God, I love it. Earth and fire. Perfect. The Knight of Wands here, Sagittarian energy, and we are now in Sagittarius season. And doesn't it almost visually look like we're about to be shot into the stratosphere through the flaming circle? I know. I'm feeling all of this right here, right now. There's something really beautiful because we've kind of come through what we've been through with more focus and determination. And I read for relationships, so let's just apply it there. And the challenge may be if someone's returning, because the Knight of Wands is often that. It could also be about, what we need, where we need the grounding, where we need something we can count on, where we need something that's deliberate instead of the flash the pan stuff. So this is the challenge position of the Knight of Wands. Perfect. Unconscious awareness is the Hierophant. The Hierophant to me talks about, you know, being true to ourselves. It is about commitment and conventional committed relationships and all that. But to me, the way I'm looking at these two knights and the tension there, and this feels very much like it's about getting centered and checking in with who we are at our core and what we stand for and what we believe in. And yes, our belief systems around commitment and what it means and what it looks like, and then how we sort of ground ourselves. This is Taurus energy in the Hierophant. So how do we ground ourselves in without becoming too stubborn? In the past, Knight of Cups, we have 3 knights here in a row. 1, 2, 3. In the past, Knight of Cups, the romance and offer of love from the heart. Let me show you this. She's holding on to a heart right there. She sits in the lotus. Beautiful deck. I love this deck. And then, of course, what's in our conscious awareness? The 3 of Swords. So, oh my gosh, there's definitely been some heartache here. We're aware of it, but we may be trying to resolve it by being more methodical and deliberate and intentional and purposeful about how we move forward. And more committed to what we stand for. Ace of Pentacles, and there's the new beginning. Ugh, I love this. I love this for you, Virgo. New beginning, something up-leveled, could even be an offer of something more committed, the Hierophant in the unconscious awareness, the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. What is the message from Spirit? 6 of Pentacles, something reciprocal, a relationship of equals, equal give and take, where there's generosity and kindness. And so, yeah, to me, the 6 of Pentacles is about showing up for each other. Hidden energies, King of Swords. Your person here is in strategy mode. The King of Swords feels to me as if this is someone you may be estranged from. There may be difficult or lacking communication. Sometimes the King of Swords goes MIA. And it, just doesn't want to talk, makes themselves unavailable, is kind of cool or distant or aloof or unapproachable. But it's also the strategist of all 4 kings. So I'll see when I clarify which one we're dealing with. And here for you and your hopes and our fears, the 4 of Pentacles, something you may feel guarded. You may feel the need for some self-protection or to create and establish better boundaries. But it's also a card of something you're not ready to let go of. And there is the 7 of Cups in the near future. Again, we've got this potential outcome. 7 of Cups to me is often about being overwhelmed on an emotional level, but it's also a card of options and how we process all our emotions and how we process the options that are available. I love this particular deck because she's kind of floating in a cloud. She's got a lot of stars to choose from, but she's choosing. Right? She's reaching out and she's touching the star, and that sort of dissipates the overwhelm is just by making a choice. So the 7 of Cups in this particular deck to me is a little bit more about the choices and then zeroing in. So here we go. Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Who do we have here? Wands, Pentacles, Cups. We're missing the Knight of Swords. We'll see if he comes through. Queen of Swords. So now we have a King and Queen, Ace of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Just for those of you that are in the channel membership or who have the all access pass to all the extendeds and who get the morning musings, that 5 of Pentacles was the Oracle card this morning, right? A little bit of conflict. I'll tell you the exact words on it. Obstacles and challenges, 5 of Wands. I always see the 5 of Wands as an outside source of conflict or competition. It's scrappy, and I kind of feel there's been a lack of clarity around it, which is why this Knight of Pentacles is you're moving slow, right? Because this is all clarifying the Knight of Pentacles and the conflict. The challenge position is the Knight of Wands. And here's the Queen of Swords just zeroing in, getting very practical, Virgo, which is like Practicality is thy name, right? Seeing things clearly, taking the insight, the almost having an epiphany here about the cause of this conflict for you. And maybe it's about this Knight of Wands, right? So the Knight of Wands in this particular position, the challenge may be that there's an in and out behavior, that it's not as deliberate and it's not as stable as you need to feel kind of grounded and like you can count on this person. So you're kind of getting an understanding here about it, or maybe you're in a search for some truth or clarity around that. But it's definitely a conflict, and I feel it's coming from the Knight of Wands. So let's see the Hierophant. Knight of Wands again. Right. This could actually be about your differences in your love languages even, especially if you're here, if you're dealing with a fire sign, if you're here as an earth sign, you know, the Virgo dealing with a fire sign, or vice versa. Feel like there may be, you know, difficulty in that realm, feeling torn about it. Hierophant is who you are at your core, and it's what you stand for, and it is your feelings and beliefs around committed relationships. And here we've got this in and out behavior and something that just kind of acts on impulse. And even though it's exciting and it may represent a return and a potential reunion, we're kind of torn about how it plays out in the larger scheme of things. It feels to me like there's some kind of realization here that that may not work for you. That the in and out and the flash the pan and the big sweeping grand gestures and the showing up uninvited and unannounced and sweeping you up off your feet and, you know, whatever that Knight of Wands brings with it, it can be great chemistry, good sex, all that fun stuff. But if it doesn't last, if it doesn't have the staying power, that may be what you're starting to come to realize. And that may be an ongoing source of conflict that has caused some deep wounds. And then here you are feeling torn. Right? So let's look at the Knight of Cups in the past. Two of Wands, the Magician, Six of Wands. So I do feel that on some level what you've been trying to manifest is this person choosing to return from their heart instead of with high passion, maybe deeper emotion, emotional connection, emotional not just availability, but vulnerability, right? Choosing the path to come towards you in that way. That's probably what you've been trying to manifest. If you're going to have a reconciliation, if there's going to be a triumphant homecoming, let it come from their heart, not their loins. Does that make sense? Do you see where I'm going here? I'm just feeling that there's been an emphasis maybe on passion, and that is no longer working for you because it flames out. You know, it's fun in the moment, but then like a week later, if this person is MIA, or, you know, it lasts for a short time and it doesn't seem to be in alignment with your own particular approach to committed relationship. All right, you got where I'm going. Three of Swords here in your conscious awareness. Yes, the Fool, there's the Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. I feel like you're really, really ready to be free of this heartache, even though you still probably desperately love this person. I kind of feel like on some level, your heart is reopening. It feels to me like the fact that you're showing up with Queen of Cups energy here means that the wounds are healing, that the impact is softening, that you're ready to kind of let it go, move beyond it, gain some freedom from the heartache while keeping an open heart. So you haven't grown cold. I know that the Queen of Swords would suggest otherwise, but the truth of the matter is that the Queen of Swords is just out here to tell you you're looking for answers and clarity, and where you're likely to find it is what you're stuffing down in this unconscious awareness with the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands and the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. It's right there. It's like, bring that to the surface. That's your exploration of the truth, and then you can let it go and operate from your heart again, where you can say, oh, so I love the passion, but it doesn't last. And I need something more. And yes, I want reunion, but not on those terms. My terms are different. My terms are changing. And oh, by the way, in your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Pentacles, which talks about boundaries and some self-protection. So let's look at the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. Four of Wands, Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. So there may be an opportunity here for, I kind of feel like there's something coming in for the twins that may be longer lasting, but it's going to have to find its way past the fear. The Devil in this position is nothing more to me than the fear that you may feel like, is this something that I can count on? Is this a relationship that will go the distance? Is there a potential future? Could we be life partners? Four of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles underneath. So the Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings. It's an offer. It's an offer of commitment or of up-leveling for those of you who have already been in connection with someone for a while and it's taken it to the next level. And the Devil is only showing up here as like that question mark, right? Is this something I can trust? Wow. Right? Because the fear, the Devil energy to me in this particular position is just talking about your fear of not being able to count on it, of it not being around long enough. We have that Knight of Wands out twice. We have the Three of Swords with the Emperor here underneath. So we know what we're talking about. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles as your message from Spirit. Three of Pentacles. Yes, so Spirit's saying that we know what we know what you want here. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, cooperation, co-creation, mutual investment in the connection. And that's what would lead potentially to some forgiveness and maybe a second chance or some form of reunion here. It's like there is an awakening that I'm feeling. You decided to wake up. I'm feeling like there's this awakening. Spirit's pointing your attention to the need for reciprocity and for investment in the connection so that you can offload the fear and all the negative karma and the heavy energy that we're seeing here with the Devil. Okay, so I do feel like the Devil is nothing more than fear in this case. Sometimes it's more. It's just not coming through as anything more than that, right? If this person was to make an offer, if we were to talk about a future, how would that feel? Well, the Devil is fear, and Spirit's saying, yeah, but if you have equal investment from your person, maybe you can offload that negative karma and you can move beyond the fear and you can have second chances and some form of redemption. King of Swords and the hidden energies. Yes. So your person is strategizing here, and it is strategy energy. And it is about healing and happily ever afters. They know this is something that's going to take some work to heal the wounds, right? To heal this Three of Swords, which is in your conscious awareness. So I kind of feel like this is the Emperor. King of Swords is the Emperor here, and it's almost as if they're saying, yeah, I know it's going to take some work. And I know we need some focused attention on the healing portion of whatever has gone on between the two of you. But they're really focused on this Ten of Cups, which to me is that energy of completion on an emotional level. It is about peace and harmony and nirvana and, an energy of bliss between you where you kind of get to drop your shoulders for a moment and say, we made it through all of that. And I kind of feel like you're ready because we have the Three of Swords with the Fool. There's something you're breaking free from the pain, and yet your heart is still open. So and of course it's about this divine masculine energy. So that's pretty interesting. But let's see this Four of Pentacles in your hopes and or fears. Well, there's our Knight of Swords. There's the Tower, sure, and the Empress. Well, now we have both of these from under the deck. We know we're talking about twin flame energy. Your unconditional love is still there, but it's kind of repressed. And I kind of feel like you really want to clear the air about whatever happened with the Tower, but I'm also feeling a little tension with that Knight of Swords landing on the Four of Pentacles. It's almost as if it's like you're not, do not pass go. I'm closing off my heart chakra here. It's there. It's just buried for the moment, unless or until we get very clear about what happened and we clear the air about that Tower. And it feels like I'm feeling some tension from the Knight of Swords landing on the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is kind of coming through a little bit more self-protective and about better boundaries until you have an understanding. And then we have the Seven of Cups going forward. Temperance, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. It may be difficult for you to be patient as you work through all of this. It's difficult to kind of let go of and, turn your back on drama. Underneath is the Four of Cups, which is talking to you about, somewhere in your unconscious awareness, there's still some emotional distance and disappointment and disillusionment. And feeling rejected. So we know that that's there because we can see it throughout the reading. So let's just focus on the Seven of Cups, which I said looks like options and different ways to process all the emotions that have kind of flooded you. And it's saying be patient with yourself. You don't need to sort it out right now. Stay on your path, continue moving forward. We go from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups, so there is a progression. This isn't always about walking away. Sometimes it's about turn your back on the drama for now. Be patient with yourself. Trust that the universe has your back. We've got some oracle to support that, right? And that in time, all energies do come into flow and balance. So there's no need to be impulsive. This is about self-control and restraint in the face of all these emotional options and things that may pop up for you. I do feel that there's going to be an effort on the part of your person for some healing. So if you're patient and you can kind of wait it out and just keep moving forward on your path and don't let this disappointment and that sense of rejection overwhelm you. It feels like it's something that may pass, especially if this person returns with something a little bit more solid to offer. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, okay? So I'm going to tell you the astrology that showed up, but please know there is a link in the description box in the first sentence that will take you to the extended, which is all from your Emperor's point of view. I am talking to a feminine here, regardless of your sign, so it'll be all about our friend here, the Emperor, who's also this King of Swords, and we're going to just see where they stand. How do they show up? What's their take on the situation? How do they feel about you in this moment? What are their intentions toward you going forward? And I'll get another card from Spirit for some advice and guidance for all that comes out there. And I always close with some oracles. So here's who shows up. We've got the Knight of Wands is out twice. That happens to be Sagittarian energy. We are in Sag season. Makes sense. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Hierophant is Taurus, as I said. Lovers is Gemini. Magician is Virgo and Gemini. That's a card of Mercury. We have the Fool is Aquarius. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Emperor is Aries, which is where Mars is right now. We've got the Judgment card is Scorpio. That's a card of Pluto. The Tower is Aries. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. That's a card of Venus. So Mars and Venus are in the house, along with Mercury even. We've got Temperance is Sagittarius as well. So really interesting reading. I feel like something's about to click, like that Rubik's Cube moment where it all clicks into place. So let's see what we can find coming through from your person. The link's below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.